name is Scott Waters, and it's time for another edition of What's Spinning. Just got done watching the Flyers and Capitals game, Game 6 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the Flyers lost. So next year, Flyers, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Great series. We went down 3-0, came back, won 2 games in a row. We lost today 1-0 in a valiant game against the President's Cup team, the Caps, which, you know, I'm not a big Caps fan, but Caps go up against the Pens next, so go Caps. I loathe the Penguins, so let's go Caps. Anyhow, on to What's Spinning. This album, without a doubt, is one of the most played albums in my CD collection in the last couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, over and over. Just such a great album. I've mentioned it before in videos, but this is Banshee, Mindslave. Fantastic record.
Trimming the beat!
I mean, just straightforward, balls to the wall, heavy metal, along the lines of your How era metal church, Vicious Rumors, and just stuff like that, you know, just that heavy, pushing the boundaries of speed at times, but never really going into the thrash metals at the time. No punk influences or anything like that. Just pure heavy metal. Great vocals from George Call, who, of course, George being the vocalist behind Accuser. The guy has kind of this cross between Ronnie James Dio and Tony Martin. And there are some songs on this album that really... the reason I'm looking away is because all of a sudden I saw a big dust twister. We get these nasty dust devils here. It's a beautiful sunny day in Albuquerque, but the wind is blowing, and I just looked out my windows, which are open, and saw a big dust devil come my way, but it went the other way, so we're good. Anyhow, what was I saying? Oh, Terry Dunn, great guitar player, as you can hear in the background, guitar solos. Some of this stuff, though, is just, like this one here. This is The Floodgates of Hell. Isn't that ominous opening? Kind of has that Tony Martin era Sabbath vibe to it, or even Dio era Sabbath vibe. And there's lots of this stuff going on in this album. This mixture of clean guitars and heavy guitars. Another song here called Full Circle, similar vibe to it.
Now it's time to leave this world. Time to leave behind this sea of pain.
Of course, it's just the intro. The song builds. It's not a ballad. Right there. There it is. I'd like to give a special shout out to my good friend, my brother, Dean Kinney, who actually played drums on this record. Not on all the songs, on 5 of the 11 songs in this album. Just brilliant album. Probably my favorite of the 4 albums I have from Banshee. Anyhow, I'm gonna skip another song. This is the title track. All heavy riff driven, great guitar tones. I love Terry Dunn's guitar style. So definitely check out BansheeRocks.com. See if you can find a copy of this album, because it's fantastic. 2 thumbs up. And as well, there's a great song in here, number 8, Legend Lost, is a tribute to the late great Ronnie James Dio. And again, this song has that kind of same Sabbathy vibe, starting off with that ominous clean guitar, haunting.
The world stopped turning today.
There's that Dio-esque voice.
The sky is so black and so gray. Angels crying tears to fill the sea.
Just a brilliant record. I mean, I've listened to it over and over again. It just draws me in. Lyrics are pretty dark. If you don't like dark lyrics, but
breathless, I turn up the night. One last cut straight through the heart. Only words can tell.
Anyhow, fantastic album. Banshee, Mindslave. 2012, I think, was the year this was released. I just got it this year, so it's a brand new release for me. Had it been a release for 2016, I definitely could say now it would be in my top 20 list. Unfortunately, 2012, I missed it until now. Very glad to get it. Thank you, Dean, for hooking me up with a copy of that. Great job on the drumming. Great album. Next up, another new album, one that I've been playing. I've just received this in the mail maybe 2 weeks ago, and I've spun this thing 2, 3, 4 times already. This is a new Accuser, and this is the Forlorn Divide. And this has got to be Accuser's 10th, 11th studio album. German thrash band, Teutonic thrash, who deserve every bit of respect, every bit as much as, you know, the Destructions, Creators, Sodoms, and all those kind of bands coming out of Germany. These guys have been around since the mid-'80s and cranking out the great metal ever since as well. And they're just, this album is just superb. And this is actually their first album in a long time on a American label. This is on Metal Blade Records. So I'm glad Metal Blade finally caught on to these guys, because their last 3, 4 albums have just been brilliant. Every single one of them has made my top lists of those years, and I see this one making this one too. It's just that good. It's been released on vinyl in Europe, unfortunately not here. Hoping I can find a copy on vinyl, but in the meantime, really glad to have it on CD. Why don't I pop in a couple seconds of this as well. I'm not going to play too much of it because I will end up getting a copyright strike, being that it's on Metal Blade. Accuser, The Forlorn Divide. Just a little intro song here, which we'll skip. And don't be deceived, the entire album is not this fast and chaotic. It's all heavy, but they vary the tempos up, give us some interest. This next, Unreal Perception. Now, be forewarned, if you're playing this in your car and you drive a Mustang GT as I do, watch for the pedal, because it will push the pedal to the metal a little bit. It tends to have them properties to it, you know. Anyhow, German thrash band Accuser, The Forlorn Divide, new album for 2016. Highly worth picking up if you're into thrash metal. Great guitar solos, heavy vocals, heavy guitar tones, fast, vicious drumming, and of course, you know, just that thumping rhythm section with the bass and the guitars together. Nothing core about it whatsoever. No metal core going on here. If there is a breakdown, it's only to lead into an awesome guitar solo. So there you go, Accuser, The Forlorn Divide. Next up, This is one that I've just recently received as well. This is Animal, Randy Piper's Animal, Violent New Breed. These guys have several albums out. This is actually the first one I picked up. Very Wasp-like album. If you dig Wasp, you'll probably dig Animal. Of course, you know, Randy Piper used to be in Animal. Randy Piper used to be in Wasp. And obviously they get their name from the song Animal by Wasp. I'm trying to remember who else is in this band. Chris Laney is a guitar player from this band. Chris Laney, who's gone on to release some solo stuff. Great guitar playing in this thing. And the vocals are really good too. Kind of has that Blackie sound. I wouldn't call them an exact duplicate of Wasp, but they definitely have that Wasp vibe going on. So if you dig, you know, 80s heavy metal style Wasp, you probably dig this one. Randy Piper's Animal, Violent New Breed. Still rocking the Accuser in the background. All right, another good one. This is one that I've actually just recently received as well. I've only spun it once, but this is Lita Ford, Time Capsule, and this is, as I understand it, it's a bunch of old songs that she dug up, mixed and released. So it definitely has that 80s vibe from Lita. And the booklet's got, well, let me just show you the booklet. Lita's a, you know, obviously a very good-looking woman, and the pictures in here are all from her 80s period. Definitely a pretty lady. And a great guitar player to boot. And really, really enjoyed this album, actually. Was actually surprised by how much I liked it, because you would think if these are all just outtakes, these are songs that didn't make other albums, they weren't really that good. But that's not the case. There's actually a lot of great stuff on here. There's also a Little Wing jam, Jimi Hendrix jam. Guitar solo. Very good album from Lita Ford. Goes along with her new book that was just released, which I haven't picked up the book yet. Her autobiography, but I'm looking forward to checking that out. This is Lita Ford, Time Capsule. Next up, let's see, I got 3 more to go. This is the new Cheap Trick, Bang, Zoom, Crazy, Hello. And this is exactly what you expect from Cheap Trick. That power pop, hard rock sound, hooky songs, you know, the Beatlesque style vocal harmonies. Still find it odd not to see Bunny Carlos in the picture here, but you've got, I think this is Rick Nielsen's son playing drums for him now. Regardless, it's a good album from 2016. Definitely not one of my favorite albums of 2016 as of yet. I've only spun it a couple times, so I need to give it some more listens, see if it really begins to grow on me. First hit, I wasn't blown away. Started really liking it on the second listen. I'm trying to think of some of the songs that I was really into, but just not coming to me right now. Very new. Like I said, I just recently received this one, so glad to finally have it, and we'll be spinning it more, and may show it again in the upcoming What's Spinning as I get, you know, to listen to it more, can say more about it. All right, next up, I'm gonna pop this out. I'm gonna pop this next one in because this next album, along with that Banshee album I showed earlier, this is one that has been spinning over and over again since it arrived in my mailbox. This is This is the return of Mike Howe and Metal Church, and this is a great album. Not that their past few haven't been very good, but this one I just think they just, well, first of all, Mike Howe just brings something to the band. Love his vocals, love his style, he brings a lot of hook. Yeah, I mean, I love Metal Church to begin with, but I'm really glad to see Mike Howe back in the band. He's sorry, it's really hot anyhow, so I'm gonna put some air on for a minute here. Brilliant, great guitar playing. Of course, Kurt Vander, who being the main writer of the band, is just bringing that U.S. American power metal style back to the forefront. These old bands are just showing the new generation how to do it right. You know, Anthrax, Megadeth, Metal Church, Banshee. These guys are just killing it with these new releases. They're just, you know, they're not sitting back on their laurels. They're actually coming forward and just putting out awesome new albums. Very impressed by the new Metal Church. If you haven't picked it up, the album is called XI, or was that 9? 11? Oh, I'm bad with Roman numerals. Let's see. X is 10, so that's what, 11, yeah. So there you go, Metal Church and XI. Just like I said, fantastic album from them. And one more to go. This is one that really new. I spun it only once, but it's in my car, so I thought I'd show it anyhow. This is Delusions of Existence from Sworn to the Black. Another 2016, or is it maybe it's 15? 2015, 16, somewhere in that area release. This is kind of your new wave of death metal. Not a huge death metal fan these days anymore. I kind of grew bored with it. I like the older bands better than a lot of the newer bands. And this band, like I said, I've only heard it once. It sounded good from what I heard. My problem with it was all about down tuning, and it lacked guitar solos. And I'll have to listen to it again. Like I said, I've only listened to it through, I think once. I've listened to it all the way through. Put it on a second time, and I was listening for the guitar solos. And it just seemed like it needed them, and they weren't there. But that's not to say the album is bad or I didn't like it. I just wish they would have more solos. When I listened to this just like 2 days ago before I did this video, I just wanted to give it a fresh spin so I could hear it again before I talked about it. And I was purposely listening in the first 3 songs for the guitar solos. They just weren't there. Very low tuned guitars, heavy riffs, exactly what you want from death metal. Blast beats, and then the guttural vocals. None of that chorus goofy singing that you get with all these bands. They're not about breakdowns either, but it's just the one thing I think is really lacking is the guitar solos. Otherwise, solid stuff, hooky tunes. Yeah, it's not pop hooky. It's headbanging hooky. You just get into that riff, you get into those downbeats, and you just bang it along as you're driving down the road. And that's kind of what you get with this album. So there you go. That's it for this edition of What's Spinning. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll check out some of this music. Please let me know what you think of this stuff. If you've heard it, let's talk about it. If you haven't heard it and dug it, check it out. If you hate it and think I shouldn't say anything about it, let me know. Thumbs up if you liked it. That's it. God bless. Stay strong.